is called a module. Now let's go to our modules and come here into our module here. Now we have what's called user mode like this, and I see how it's being created here. So this user module, you can see that they have a field, they have what's called to map, they have what's called from map, they have a table. And this table is actually a table that they use for your it's like your schema that they use for you to create your table. Now what's your table name? You give it a name here. What are the column that you are expecting your table? You have what's called a column. And column has what is called the list of your column. So if you open your column, you see that you have what's called something that is required, which is the name of your column and the type of your column. So table type columns have is a enum that have a lot of type. So you can just check the type and see. So you have email. You can also see that this should be. Let me see. Is there email there? There's no email. You have integer. You have text. You have different kind of column. You can have what is called your string. So we have password so that is also string. You can put your column like that. Also, that's that you can also put inside this column. You have what's called foreign key. So you can say this is a foreign key. What's called foreign key like this. Which column are you? Which column are you going to? I'm going to have a column of ID or user ID. What's the foreign table? My foreign table is this is post. And also the first reference key is the ID. So you can write your foreign key like that. But we're not looking at foreign key now. Let's just focus on this. We're going to look at that later when we want to do our advanced concepts. So now we can create our column like this. Your column. So you don't need to add what's called ID and created add because those two are added to you automatically. Now we need to create a new module. Now we can either use the terminal to create a new module, or we use the external by saying Control P, Control. You have two ways to create module. You have Control Shift P, and then create what's called create module like this. You start with Flint module, and you put the name of your module. You know my module is what's called product. Press enter, and you can create product for me. And come to product that, can you see the product like this? Can you see what you are giving to us? You have product, you give us an ID automatically by itself. You got the defined field here. You write the table, you write the to map and from map. Can you see? So, but you might say you don't want to use this also, and that's okay. And that keyword I can use, just get the one that you want and say what's called Flint M. So by saying Flint M like this, I want to say this key like this. So it's going to generate a complete mode, Flint Dart module class and import and table schema, everything for you. With like this, can you see? It has given me the field. Can you see? This is the defined custom field that you should do. So framework automatically add the create add and update add automatically. So you don't need to add, only define the custom field. You don't need to add ID and everything. All those are added automatically. They add it automatically. So you don't need to add them. That's what we need to do. But you can actually define them here to be able to receive them from the property, or you don't need to add them. So that is the second way to create a module. The third way to create a module is to have your Flint CLI Flint create or make module. For the product, I want to call the product module. Product module. And look at it, it has created what's called product module for you. And generate the same thing for us also. So anyone that you feel like to use, if you feel like using in a theory way of creating module, you are free to use that. Now, what I think that we need in this module, if you look at our product, you just have two basic things. You have this and price. So let's add that. You don't need this, let's just remove this. So in this module, I'm going to have what's called name. The next I'm going to have what's called the price. So price can be double, should be double. Or it can also be string, any way you want it. It can be double, string. That name, and go to the price. The next thing we need to do is to come here, just add our column. We have got double, column, dot double. Then to map also, we have our double there. So to map, I'm expecting what is called, not double, sorry, not the price, not double. It's price, column, price. So then we are going to also add what's called our dot dot. Now the dot dot is not after this. So this is the way of assigning a value to this while you're creating a constructor. Dot dot as for price, then it's equal to map according to what? According to the price. Then I can save it. So now I've added my schema. This is my schema. I have what's called the table and the column. Now what I need to do is to just run migration by saying Flint migrate. Now, if you have not connect your database like this with your env, so you may need to first of all create your database. So let's do that before we continue. You come to your you download this. You download your exam, the way I showed you last time. Exam like this. You download your exam and install it. Now when you download, just open, make sure that you get to this my localhost this thing like this. Make sure you get there. So when you are in it, just come in like this. Download it. When you have downloaded it, I'm just showing you how to download it from here. So when you get there, just ensure that you come into this table. So what we need to do is to come to the table like this, then create a table by saying create your table. It can be anything. I will create my same Flint class. So I will copy the name that I use, but I want to use the same name for the email. So I will come to privileges here. Then I will create a new user. So add account, paste it there, I'll paste it there. I'll do the same thing. Leave this one like this because it means that any host can connect to you. And this also. So then I'm going to click on all. But actually I don't really need the administration part of it. So but I can leave it if you want. I usually like putting that since you look out, I'm not press go. So now I can come back here, change. If you have this input MySQL here, here, put localhost here, 306, put it here. Then you have my name, Flint class, and Flint class. That's what I use now. So I need to just come here and refresh my app. So that's what you need to do. Just ensure that you put your MySQL. You should make that MySQL, not Postgres. But if you want to create a Progress, you can create a Postgres. So that I don't really go into that. You can create anything, just put your details here. The next thing you need to do is actually to do what is called migrate. So as you call your Flint migrate, by pressing enter, it's going to create your migration table for you. So you can see it has created two data page. This actually is to define just two. And that's not what we want because this table, this thing is 3, not just 2. Yeah, that's true. It's just 2. But this is not what I want. What I want is to have what is called to add this thing. Or what we need to do to ensure that this our table is also seen by Flint Dart. Or this our table that we created is also seen by Flint Dart is to add it into what is called a config file, table registry. So what we need to do is just to add what is called a post module.table like this. So I had it like this. So it's going to be recognized by Flint Dart. So anytime you create your module here, you need to come here and add it. Not post, it is product module. Yeah, product module. So anytime you create your project, you need to come and add it here. So let me add this. Yeah, can see it has found 3 tables now. And then go back to our project and see if it is there. So I'm going to go to Flint class. Yeah, if you look at our Flint class, this guy is already here like this now. We have our user, our post modules, and our product modules.